Hey guys, what's up and welcome back. So, Friends, an amazing TV show, ran from 94 to '04. And one of the big topics was Ross and Rachel. You know, their break. And, so Ross and Rachel have an argument. And Rachel says, we need to take a break. Ross, okay, fine, let's take a break, go get some frozen yogurt or something. She says, no, a break from us. And then Ross leaves, and it's like, oh no, they're gonna break up. Well, because of that, Ross sleeps with a girl. Ross and Rachel have an argument, and they, Rachel's like, I want to get back together. I don't want to break up. Well, Rachel finds out, and then they actually do end up splitting up. And then Ross and Rachel, they're still friends, but it's odd, and they still have those feelings. But what if Ross and Rachel never went on a break? What if they never had that fight? So if they weren't on the break, if they never had the argument, then they continue to date. They would likely get engaged, and actually they have to fake being married when they get pregnant with Emma. After they have Emma. But they had to fake being married at the Jack and Judy's anniversary, I believe. And they, Ross tells a story of how he proposed to Rachel. He didn't, but how he proposed. And she was amazed. She's like, how'd you come up with that? And that's what he was going to actually do to propose to Rachel. So, I do think that would have been what happened. Now, does Emma happen? Not necessarily, but I do believe kids are in their future. And they can, they would possibly have a house, just like Monica and Chandler did. But, it'd be pretty interesting, I think. So, but they would, keep dating, but then there's no Emily. There's no getting married in Vegas. There's trying to think, who was that really young guy, like her assistant or whatever, that Rachel wanted to date. Because then, let me think. Phoebe thought that he was the father because of the sweater. Man, I can't remember, so whatever. Doesn't really matter. But, he doesn't happen. And there's so many characters that we don't, that we either A, don't meet, or B, you meet, but nothing happens because Ross and Rachel are still faithful to each other. One character I know for a fact we never would have met was one of Phoebe's friends, the one, she had the shaved head, and then she grew her hair out, and Rachel convinced her to shave her head. Phoebe only introduced Ross and her because they were broken up. So there's characters that we would have never met, or we would have briefly met, and that's it. So, obviously Ross and Rachel, they end up together at the end of the show anyway, and they have a beautiful child, and it's awesome, but it's how different would it be instead of Emma? I mean, do they still have a girl that named Emma? Possibly. Or do they have another boy? So Ross has Ben and a second boy. But there's different things that could factor into it. If you guys did enjoy the snow, please leave a like, and your channel, please hit the subscribe button, turn notifications on. See all you guys next video. Later.
Once I was 7 years old, Mama told me, go make yourself some friends or you'll be lonely. Once I was 7 years